Hi, my name's Carl Fanson and I'm the Head of Logistics for Mercedes-AMG Petronas. Just going to give you a run through of what we would typically bring to a European race and the offices that we work out of and some of the workshops. So this is our new race truck setup for 2019. We've got two Arctic trailers with different pods spread across the top which build the engineering office upstairs. Downstairs we've got different workshops for different departments to be working in. Go ahead and have a look. So this is our live stores area. It's where our parts plan sits, and then we've got the chief mechanic that sit at the back. Carry all different sorts of equipment in these cabinets. Anything from different car parts that we're running to resealable bags and stationery. We carry everything completely self-sufficient. Through to here, we've got our electronics area where the lads build the steering wheels, work on wiring harnesses. So this is our truckie workshop. This is where we'll be working on different wheel guns, brake fans, changing adapters for different cooling specs that we'll be running. Through here we've got our hydraulics workshop with filtered air in, filtered air out. That's where the lads will be working on the clutches and all different hydraulic parts. This is our ERS work clean room. So this would be the test bed where Elliot would be working on the ERS packs, servicing, repairs, general maintenance. So this is the helmet locker room. All the mechanics have their own locker, pit stop boots, pit stop overalls, straight in here. So everything's been laundered, washed, and all put back in here ready for us to use on Sunday morning. So welcome to our tyre area. This is where we prep all the tyres. It's a great area for them really. It's big enough to be working out of, and you're guaranteed space, whereas in the garage, different locations you could have different size working area. So this is what we class as one of our pop-up trailers. Downstairs we have the fuel lab in the back, we have a consumable area and a driver kit area. Upstairs we have a doctor's surgery with our physio and our team doctor. Then we have an IT suite, our McLaren electronics area, and then we also have a hot desk in office for 14 people at the back. So this is our Petronas mobile fuel lab. Nasri, busy away analysing fuel, oils, any different fluids that we would run in the vehicles. You've got a maximum of 8.5 metres width that we're allowed from FOM, and the length of a trailer, 13 metres, and then we're 7.1 metres tall over 2 stories. We seem to use every inch of space that's allowed to us from FOM. So we've got engineers upstairs and then we have technicians working downstairs.
We've got about 24 people up here. A lot of the engineers and the drivers sit here on this central table. And then you've also got people keeping an eye on the engines during running. And then on this side we've got people who are keeping an eye on the chassis systems, checking that they're running okay. And some people have got a seat here where they can keep an eye on the car during the sessions, and also a seat on this main table where they're required to be working more closely with the drivers. Essentially every morning, even on the setup day, we'll have a big meeting involving all the engineers and the drivers. And that's sort of looking at the plan for the weekend, for instance, and what the main concerns are, what we need to be focused on, and what objectives we've got for the weekend. And that carries on really with each day, where you break it down into more bite-sized chunks of what we're actually worried about on a Friday, on a Saturday, on a Sunday. So that's 4 big sort of preparation meetings. And then after each session, so after P1, after P2, we'll have debriefs with the drivers where they will give us their opinions on the car, tell us what the main problems are. But it also gives a chance for everyone else to ask them any particular questions they've got, or if there's any things that people are particularly interested in, the drivers can give that feedback. And that's all recorded as well, so people back home can listen to it, and we've got a record of it for future years as well.
Hi, my name is Ron Meadows. I'm the sporting director for the Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team. We're going to do a quick tour around the garage and I'll show you which different departments we have and how we build a garage. Everything you'll see, we have mainly 6 sets of it because we do lots of sea freight for the flyaway races. This is our gearbox department. 2 gearboxes are ready. This one's being prepared as a spare. The 2 Friday boxes are already on the cars. These are the race gearboxes ready to go. We also have some more spares which are placed in the trucks, but in a perfect world, we'll just use the Friday ones, the practice 1, practice 2, install the race ones, which need to do 6 events, and then we're allowed to recycle. And this area is called Wing World. We have the front wings and the rear wings, just being built by 2 technicians. An awful lot of work goes on here because changes during the weekend from downforce levels. And here is a rig where we set up the wing heights, because there's a certain box the wing needs to be in for legality. So when it fits to the car, we know that it's within 1.5, 2 millimeters, and then we shim it to suit here to get the height correct for the regulations. During the 2019 season, this has been the busiest department for sure, with the new wings. This is our power unit department, and as you can see, we're not allowed in here. It's all secret squirrel stuff going on. The battery department is built into the trucks, but this is the main part of the engine is here. As you can see, it takes up a fair percentage of the garage, but it takes up a fair percentage of the car as well. So we're currently stood at the front of the garage. The cars are about finished. In the next 10 or 15 minutes, they'll be going up to the FI weighbridge for a check for legality. All in all, it takes about 12 to 14 hours of about 14, 16 people to build the car from a bare chassis. And when we're on flyaways, it's normally 2 working days between getting the freight and having the car finished. So this is the engineer's centre station. So during sessions, you'll have a PU engineer, a rackman controls engineer. You'll also have a performance engineer and a lead race engineer. And at the far side, you will see is where Toto sits. Lots of footage with Toto sat here, sometimes giving it this and sometimes giving it this. So it a lot depends on results and how we're getting on during the weekend.